today we are doing our third video in the series. There's going to be a total of 4. The fourth one I will do tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure exactly what time, but I will let you know beforehand. Okay. So in day 1, and again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Brianne Bear. I lost 120 pounds in a span of 2.5 years, and I've been maintaining it for over a year, about a year and a half now. I will hit 4 years on November 9th. Since I started my weight loss journey, I used to be 270 pounds at 5'2", had a lot of issues. I had a lot of pain. I also have lipedema, so I've been struggling with that for my entire life, as far back as I can remember. So that's a journey on its own. Even though you lose all the weight, you still are left with what looks like cottage cheese all over your thighs and stuff. And so you still think you're fat when you have lipedema, but you're not. It's just something, it's a diseased fat on your legs. And so I also have that, and I'll be sharing more about that journey as time goes on. I also have lipedema in my arms. So this here, I used to just think was loose skin. But when I touch it, it's very pilly. It feels like pills, like peas are inside my fat. And one of the like symptoms, if you will, is this little hangy part over your elbow. Have you ever noticed this in people? This is a sign of lipedema. Now, of course, some people are going to have it and it really is loose skin. But mine is actually lipedema. So there's that. I will be getting the treatment for it within the next 5 years. I don't know where, I don't know who's going to do it. I don't know. I'm going to research my butt off for the next couple years, and I'm going to find the best doctor in the best place and get that taken care of, because that's like a final closing chapter to my weight loss, if you will. I've always wanted to really tone up and stuff, right? And like, no matter how hard I've tried, I got muscle. Like my legs as well, y'all, they are muscular as heck. But it's under diseased fat, and so you would never know. And I've always just thought like, ooh, I'm thick. Like, yeah, and I am, and I always will be. But a lot of it is diseased fat that you literally can't get off without a lymph-sparing liposuction. So if any of y'all have questions about lipedema, I have been researching it a lot. It's not lymphedema. It's lipedema. So that is a whole nother journey I've been on. It just never ends, y'all. Like, you go and you lose 120 pounds and then you realize, oh, I still have diseased fat on my body that will not go away unless someone sucks it out of me for about 50 grand. So there's that. Can't wait. So I went over deciding you want to lose weight on day 1. Day 2, we went over going on the diet. The last time we were on day 3, we went over, oh no, that's today. Today's day 3. This is the third one. So we're going over falling off the diet. I cheated. I fell off the wagon. I have no willpower. We say these things to ourselves, right? First thing I want you to know is that you do not lack anything, my friend. You do not lack willpower. You do not lack strength. You are not broken. Everybody cheats on their diets because diets actually lead to cheating. It's just kind of how it goes. Like, it's kind of how it works. That's how diets were almost like designed, is for us to fall into a cheat eventually. It's not because you lack willpower. It's not because you have no discipline. That is not it. And that is what a lot of these trainers and fitness people and skinny little bikini influencers on the internet will make you think. They've never struggled with the things that binge eaters have struggled with. People who actually have disordered eating. So don't listen. You do not lack anything, my friend. Diets are the broken thing, not you. Society is what is broken, telling us as females, lose weight, just eat less over and over and over again, when half the people that need to lose weight aren't eating enough. And that's a problem. We gain weight oftentimes when we're on a diet. Like, there's a percentage of people. So 95% of people do not succeed on a diet. So they don't lose weight. And 83% of those people, the 95% failures rate of people, 83% of them actually gain weight. So a majority of people actually gain weight when they go on a diet. Therefore, the opposite of what's intended is actually happening. It's crazy. Those are the statistics. That is a fact. And people and all these like outfits and stuff, organizations have tried to disprove these statistics. And since the 50s, nobody has been able to disprove that diets don't work in a majority of people long term. Okay? Those are the statistics. So I used to go on diets and I used to do keto, and I found some success with keto. And I did really well for like 4 months. Who's been on a diet? Drop it in the comments. Who's been on a diet and succeeded for a period of time? How long did you succeed on your diet? Okay, I want to know. I succeeded for like 4 months. And by succeeding, here's what I mean. And this is very subjective to people. I lost weight. I didn't cheat. I felt good. Okay, lost weight, didn't cheat, felt good. At that point, it was sustainable for me at that point for 4 months. After like 3 months, I started fasting, and I started doing these extended fasts. That ruined it. Completely threw me off. I may have been one of the 5% of people, because when I'm truly passionate about something, baby, I will find the discipline. I may have been one of those 5% who did succeed on diets. Had I not started fasting, that is the God's honest truth. Fasting ruined my time with keto. Fasting ruined keto for me. Do you hear me? It was the fasting. And the fasting came from a company that sold these fasting kits, right? So I was in a company where the diet culture was loud. That is all you heard. All they wanted you to do was lose weight, but they said it wasn't about weight loss. That's all they said. This isn't about weight loss. But like thrived off the before and after photos and how much weight did you lose in your reboot? Whatever. What had happened was every single time I would go into these fasts, and I would notice this with my clients as well. Every time we would go into these fasts, we would do great. We would do 60 hours, not eating, supported fast. We had products and stuff we would use. No food, all liquid, no sugar, nothing in it, no glucose from what I could find in anything. And we would do great, but it's almost like we would be dreaming about the foods we could eat when we could eat again. So we were dreaming about the no foods, the carby foods, the sugary foods, but we were also just period dreaming about food. Just dreaming about food. Because like we couldn't eat it. We were like, damn, if I could choose something right now. Like we would talk in the chats about if I could just eat one chip right now, I would feel so good. But we knew we couldn't, because if we ate one, the bag would be gone because we were fasting. Well, what was happening in our brains, y'all, is scarcity set in. When you go onto a fast, when you go onto a diet, and you are told you can't have XYZ, fill in the blank. When someone says you can't have that, your brain fixates on that. Your brain is not fixating on the disgusting broth that you're drinking in your supported fast. No, your brain is not fixated on that, or the ketones that you're drinking on your fast, or whatever it is. Your brain is fixating on what you can't have. It's called scarcity, lack. We want what we can't have. And it's not like one of those things where you can shift your mindset easily around it, because we eat food to live. So when you have a scarcity and a lack mindset around food, it makes you want it even more. And when you're on a diet and specific foods have lack and scarcity built around them, like bread, like sugar, like carbs, those specific foods become a trigger. And when you can't eat your food that you really want, these trigger foods, Oreos, Doritos, those were mine, Reese's peanut butter cups, your brain hyperfixates, you want it even more. So your cheat days, my friend, are not you being weak. Your cheat days are the natural processes of your brain being told it can't have something. Especially something that keeps it alive. Food keeps our brain alive. And then you go and tell it you can't have a specific food, and it's like, bitch, F you. I want that food and I want it now. So guess what? I'm going to keep telling you how much I love that food. I'm going to make you taste it in your mouth when it's not even there. I'm going to make you smell it when it's not even around. I'm going to play tricks on you until you go get that food for me because I love it. Because when I eat it, my pleasure centers, ooh, honey, we're on fire. So yeah, I'm going to make sure to remind you every second of every day how much you love those peanut butter cups until you go find me one. Thank you very much, right? So your brain's in this scarcity. You're telling it we can't have it. We can't have food. All it wants is food. All it thinks about is food. Not just that, y'all. But when you categorize food as these are my diet foods, these are my yes foods, these are my non-diet foods, these are my no foods, again, there is a luster in what you're telling your brain you can't have. Because when we eat those no foods, the pleasure centers light up more than when we eat the, oh yeah, I can have kale, so let's eat kale. Woo. When you eat kale or a hard-boiled egg, and you eat a Reese's peanut butter cup or a Kit Kat, which one do you feel the dopamine with? It ain't the kale or the egg. It's the Kit Kat or the peanut butter cup. But your brain remembers that. And then you're telling your brain, can't have it, can't have it, can't have it. No, 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 no. It wants it more. There's luster. It's that man that you can't have, that you want so bad. It's not food anymore. It's like a drug. It's like you need it now. There's luster in it. Okay? So let's say you go and you're like, okay, I'm off my fast now. And this is what I would do. I'm off my fast. I'm going to eat chicken salad on keto bread. And I'm going to have one peanut butter cup as dessert. Well, I would just like eat the one peanut butter cup, but then go find the rest and eat the rest. Because I knew that I was limiting myself that one peanut butter cup for months intentionally. That's what I wanted to do, was to limit myself to that one peanut butter cup. And that's all I'm having because diet starts again tomorrow. You can only have one because you're going to screw up your diet if you have more than one. And we're going back on the diet tomorrow. Or we're on the diet now. I'm just giving this to you as like a little treat for, hey, good fast. Nice job. Here's a pat on the ass. But what would happen is I would get one in my mouth and then I would say, oh my God, I'm going back on a diet tomorrow. And I already ate one. So I already screwed up. Let me get that back. And I would just eat as many as I could. Or I would find other things to, if I didn't have more of those, I would find other things to appease me and give me dopamine through food. Is this making sense? Is this clicking for anybody? You're in this place where you're saying, I don't have willpower. I'm broken. I can't stay on a diet. I can't lose weight. I keep falling off the wagon. I keep cheating. I can't stop cheating. But you don't realize where it comes from. That's why I study all this stuff. Because I want to know how the brain works and why the brain is telling me I need these peanut butter cups when I know damn well I don't need them, but I want them. Why do I want them so bad? Because I keep telling my brain you can't have them. They're a no food. They're a non-diet food. That's a no. It's a no. So we put scarcity in this, and there's luster in the scarcity. Okay? So it's not like when we have scarcity around money. It doesn't work the same way. Because we need food to survive. And yes, we need money to survive as well, but like literally to breathe. We don't need money to breathe. Okay? We need food to keep our heart beating, to keep like our eyes blinking. We need the energy in the food. And when there's a certain food that we say no to, it's like our brain is like rebelling against us and being like, don't tell me no about any food. You need all food to live. So keep that. That's your action step for today. The mindset is, all food is food, regardless of how processed, how overly processed, whether it's a whole food or a non-whole food, whether it's high sugar or non-high sugar. When you remove the diet food, non-diet food, bad food, good food from it, watch how your mindset shifts and watch, here's the biggest part, watch how your cravings shift. I want y'all to not have cravings anymore. I want y'all to have less stress around food. Woo, baby. So how do we decrease the stress around food? we take the stressful elements out of it. And the only stressful elements we have around food, y'all, is when we call it bad. That's what stresses us out. Like, imagine your husband comes home with a 5-pound bag of your trigger. Those Almond Joys, baby. He comes home with a 5-pound bag, and you tell that man, turn your ass around and walk it back outside, bro. Because you know what will happen at 2 a.m. if those are in the house. You just told your brain, that's a bad food. But you also just played right into the scarcity of it. What if you said, hey, babe, can I have one of those? Because that's an Almond Joy, honey, and that's food, and all food is food, and food is good, and I can just have one. I don't need the 5-pound bag right now. I just want one. And I eat one, and I'm satisfied, and I'm good, and you go put that in the cupboard, and I'm not even going to worry about it because I'm not going to crave it. I know they're there, and I know I can have them anytime because it's not a diet food. It's just a food. And that right there is how you stop dieting. You take the diet, non-diet part out of food. You take the moral value out of food. You take the I'm a bad girl because I ate an Almond Joy out of your vocabulary. You're not a bad person because you ate anything. You don't lack willpower because you can't control yourself around food. It's the scarcity that makes you lack control. So take the scarcity out of food and say, I can eat an Almond Joy whenever I want. They're literally at the store. They make them by like tons. Of course I can have an Almond Joy anytime I want. And you just take the luster away with it. It's just a food. Eating one Almond Joy is not going to make you fat. Eating the 5-pound bag all at once? Yeah, probably. But that's what happens when we're on a diet because we cheat. The cheat is when you're going to sit down with the 5-pound bag and eat half of it or all of it. That'd be a lot, but you know what I'm saying. Like, don't underestimate a binge eater when they are hungry or craving something. So the binges also come from the scarcity around food. Tomorrow I'm going on a diet, or tomorrow I'm going to do better. But right now I'm going to get up. I already messed up and I ate a slice of bread for lunch. I broke my diet at lunch. So I'm going to go home and I'm going to stop at Dairy Queen on the way, McDonald's on the way, Dunkin' on the way, and I'm going to get my favorite shit from each store, each restaurant. I'm going to go home and I'm going to eat it, and then I'm going to finish it off with a copious amount of wine, whatever. But what if you could just stop and get McDonald's at any time? Because McDonald's isn't bad. It's just food. And again, I'm not saying it's amazing in principle. I'm just saying we have to do these mental tricks on ourselves to stay sane and keep our shit together, y'all. Are you going to die from eating a Big Mac once a week? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Absolutely not. You will not die. Some people eat them every single day and they're still living. So stop thinking everything's going to kill you. Because you add luster to what you can't have every time you say you can't have it. So stop saying you can't have these things. Open your mind to food is food, not on a diet. I'm eating to support my body. I'm not eating to lose weight. I'm eating to support my body. You can eat to lose weight, but you have to support your body to lose weight. Do you see what I mean? So yes, there is a certain particular way to eat if you do want to lose weight. Yeah, there is. I actually have a lifestyle. Like, if y'all thought my program was all mindset, it's not. I show you exactly what to eat for your body to lose weight. Every single person gets their own plan. Okay? So I also teach you these principles, like the scarcity. Why do we cheat? What leads us here? And what do we do about it? Is this going to happen overnight? Absolutely not. You have to train your brain every single day. Food is food, food is food, food is food, food is food, food is food. Keep doing it and it will stick. Meet me back here tomorrow because tomorrow we're gaining weight. Tomorrow we're going over what happens when we gain weight and what do we do? And if you haven't gone and watched video 1 and video 2, the first one I think was from Wednesday. The next one was from Thursday. Today's Sunday. Yeah, so tomorrow will be the last one. Come back and you're learning every single reason that diets don't work and what you can do instead to still lose weight and remain on your journey. I'll see you tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.